From the working-class streets of Philadelphia to the glittering stage of the Academy Awards, Colman Domingo has redefined what it means to be a modern Hollywood titan. By 2026, this magnetic powerhouse has secured his place as a premier leading man, commanding a net worth of approximately $20 million, alongside a trophy room gleaming with an Emmy and multiple historic nominations. He isn't just an actor. He is a cultural icon of sophistication and resilience. But what exactly does the life of such a versatile visionary look like behind the closed doors of his multi-million-dollar estates? Today, we peel back the curtain on the refined, high-octane, and deeply soulful world of Colman Domingo. Early life and struggles. Before the world knew him as an award-season staple, Colman Domingo was a young man searching for his voice in the heart of Pennsylvania. Born in 1969, he grew up in a neighborhood where dreams were often tempered by the reality of hard work. His father, a man of Belizean descent, and his mother, who held the family together with unwavering strength, instilled in him a grounded perspective that remains his hallmark today. Life wasn't always easy. The family navigated the complexities of a changing urban landscape, but it was within these humble walls that Colman first discovered the power of storytelling. His mother, in particular, was a beacon of inspiration. She taught him that elegance wasn't about the price tag on one's clothes, but the dignity with which one carried themselves. This lesson would prove vital as he moved into adulthood. After attending Temple University to study journalism, a path he initially thought would be his primary career, the siren call of the arts became impossible to ignore. However, the transition from a stable career path to the volatile world of acting was fraught with financial instability and rejection. During the early years of his career in San Francisco and later New York City, Colman was the quintessential starving artist. He took on every odd job imaginable to keep his head above water, from bartending to administrative work, all while honing his craft in experimental theater. There were moments of profound doubt where the lack of steady income and the constant no from casting directors threatened to derail his ambition. He faced the sting of being overlooked in a professional industry that often struggled to place an actor of his unique range and identity. Yet, these hardships didn't break him, they sharpened him. He used the lack of resources as a catalyst for creativity, writing his own plays and directing local productions to ensure his voice was heard. This period of struggle was essential in forming the man we see today, an artist who values every opportunity because he remembers exactly what it felt like to have none. The resilience he built on the cold streets of New York, moving between auditions with nothing but a script and a dream, laid the foundation for a career that would eventually conquer both the stage and the silver screen. That foundation of resilience was exactly what he needed when he finally decided to trade the relative safety of journalism for the unpredictable, flickering lights of the theater. Career journey. With the lessons of his mother ringing in his ears and the grit of Philadelphia in his soul, Colman didn't just step into the world of acting, he stormed it with a precision that only decades of preparation can provide. His professional odyssey is a masterclass in the slow-burn success story, proving that true talent is an unstoppable force, even if the world takes its time to notice. He began his journey on the stage, where the lack of cinematic retakes demands absolute perfection from the first breath. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, he became a fixture of the San Francisco and New York theater scenes. His breakthrough came with the musical Passing Strange, a production that allowed him to showcase a chameleonic ability to inhabit multiple characters in a single night. This was followed by a career-defining turn in The Scottsboro Boys, which earned him a Tony Award nomination and signaled to the industry that a major new force had arrived. However, the transition from stage legend to screen icon required a different kind of endurance. For years, Colman was the industry's secret weapon, a character actor who could steal a scene from even the biggest stars, with just a tilt of his head or a perfectly timed pause. The global audience truly began to take notice when he stepped into the polished shoes of Victor Strand in Fear the Walking Dead. For 7 seasons, he portrayed Strand with a calculated Shakespearean charisma that turned a genre show into a high-stakes character study. This role provided the financial stability that allowed him to be even more selective with his craft, leading to a string of performances that would soon define the 2020s. In 2021, the world saw a different side of Colman in the film Zola, where his terrifyingly unpredictable performance earned him an Independent Spirit Award. But it was his work on the small screen in HBO's Euphoria that cemented his status as a dramatic heavyweight. As Ali, a man navigating the complexities of sobriety and fatherhood, Colman delivered monologues that felt like spiritual interventions. His performance was so raw and resonant that it earned him a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor, proving that he didn't need lead billing to leave an indelible mark on the cultural zeitgeist. By 2024, the Colman era reached its zenith. His portrayal of the unsung civil rights hero Bayard Rustin in the biopic Rustin was a tour de force of intellect and vulnerability. This role made history as Colman became the first Afro-Latino man to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor in a leading role. He followed this triumph with a transformative, menacing performance as Mr. in the musical reimagining of The Color Purple, showing a range that few of his peers could hope to match. Now, in 2026, Colman has transcended the title of actor to become a true multi-hyphenate mogul. He is no longer just waiting for the right script. He is writing, directing, and producing them through his company, Silly Billy Productions. His highly anticipated Nat King Cole biopic, which he both directed and starred in, has become the gold standard for musical biographies. With a career that spans Broadway stages, prestige television, and blockbuster cinema, his journey is a testament to the power of saying no to the mediocre, so that you are ready when the magnificent finally arrives. With his name now firmly etched in Hollywood history and his bank account reflecting his A-list status, Colman has turned his artistic eye toward building a real estate portfolio that is as sophisticated as his performances. Real estates. The Bel Air Architectural Sanctuary, $13,500,000. The crown jewel of Colman's real estate portfolio is a breathtaking architectural marvel located in the most exclusive enclave of Bel Air. This residence is a celebration of light and volume, designed to feel less like a house and more like a living gallery. The primary living area is an exercise in sophisticated comfort. Instead of traditional walls, the space is defined by massive planes of glass that blur the boundary between the interior and the world outside. The furniture is arranged to encourage conversation, with low-slung, custom-upholstered seating that emphasizes a relaxed, horizontal aesthetic. In the center of the room, a magnificent fireplace carved from a single block of dark marble serves as a monumental focal point, its natural veining providing an organic artistry that requires no further decoration. The culinary center of this estate is a chef's dream, though it maintains the home's minimalist rigor. The cabinetry is seamless, hidden behind panels of rift sawn oak that create a monolithic appearance. The countertops are topped with a matte finish composite that resists the glare of the abundant natural light, offering a tactile, velvety surface for food preparation. Moving into the private quarters, the primary suite is a masterclass in tranquility. The room is oriented to catch the first light of dawn, with a layout that prioritizes airiness and flow. The sleeping area is anchored by a platform bed constructed from reclaimed timber, lending a sense of history to the modern environment. Adjacent to this is a spa-inspired bathing area that rivals the world's most exclusive resorts. Outside, the property centers around a spectacular outdoor pool that seems to be carved directly into the hillside. The water is a deep, dark blue, reflecting the sky like a mirror. Surrounding the pool are expansive terraces made of the same hand-cut stone found inside, creating a seamless transition between the two realms. Large cantilevered overhangs provide necessary shade, allowing the outdoor spaces to be used throughout the heat of the day. This Bel Air sanctuary is more than just a home. It is a profound statement on modern living, where every detail has been considered to create an atmosphere of absolute peace. The Los Feliz mid-century masterpiece, $9,500,000. Deep in the hills of Los Feliz, Colman owns a meticulously restored mid-century modern estate that pays homage to the golden age of California architecture. This home is a celebration of the post-war design movement, featuring an open-plan layout that emphasizes a connection to the environment. The interior is characterized by its use of exposed post and beam construction, with dark wood supports providing a sharp contrast to the vast expanses of glass. The atmosphere here is warm and nostalgic, yet thoroughly updated for a modern lifestyle. The main living room features a classic sunken design, creating a sense of intimacy within the larger open space. A large circular hearth occupies one corner, its chimney rising through the ceiling like a piece of sculpture. The walls are adorned with textured grasscloth and wood slats, which provide excellent acoustics for the home's open layout. The kitchen in this Los Feliz home is a vibrant blend of retro charm and high-end utility. It features integrated wood cabinetry and polished stone surfaces that reflect the leafy environment visible through the windows. The space is compact yet highly functional, designed for someone who truly enjoys the process of creating a meal. In the bedroom wing, the focus remains on comfort and connection to the light. Each room features glass doors that open directly onto the surrounding terraces, ensuring that the interior is constantly washed in fresh air and sunshine. The bathrooms are finished in large format ceramic tiles with a natural, earthy texture, and the vanities are floating wood structures that enhance the sense of space. The outdoor pool area is the highlight of the Los Feliz estate. It is a classic rectangular design, surrounded by a wide apron of terracotta tiles that retain the sun's warmth. The pool is positioned to take advantage of the natural slope of the land, providing a sense of privacy while still feeling open to the elements. Lush, tiered gardens wrap around the water, though the focus remains entirely on the serene, flat surface of the pool. It is a perfect retreat for quiet afternoons, offering a level of tranquility that is rare in such a bustling city. The Palm Springs Desert Retreat, $8 million. For a change of pace, Colman escapes to his stunning desert retreat in Palm Springs. This home is an architectural tribute to the harsh, beautiful landscape of the Coachella Valley. The design is low-slung and horizontal, allowing it to blend into the desert floor. The interior is characterized by high, vaulted ceilings with exposed steel trusses, giving the home an airy, industrial chic vibe. The floors are polished concrete, which helps regulate the temperature during the intense desert heat, while the walls are finished in a smooth, sand-textured plaster. The primary gathering space is an enormous great room that combines living, dining, and cooking into one fluid environment. The scale of the room is monumental, yet it feels inviting due to the clever use of area rugs and low-profile furniture that define different zones. The kitchen is a sleek, monochromatic space featuring stainless steel countertops and dark, matte cabinetry. It is designed for entertaining, with a large central island that doubles as a bar. The atmosphere is professional and sharp, providing a cool contrast to the warmth of the desert outside. The outdoor pool at this property is a long, lean lap pool that stretches across the width of the main house. It is lined with dark tiles that create a deep, cooling appearance, inviting one to take a dip during the peak of the afternoon sun. The pool deck is expansive, featuring integrated fire pits and lounging areas that are perfect for evening gatherings. This desert retreat is a testament to Colman's love for architecture that respects its surroundings, offering a sophisticated refuge from the demands of his high-profile career. The impeccable taste found within the walls of his estates doesn't stop at the front door. It extends directly into the high-performance, elegant fleet waiting in his garage. Car collection. When it comes to his choice of vehicles, Colman Domingo favors a blend of timeless elegance and cutting-edge performance. His collection is a reflection of his own personality, sophisticated, powerful, and impeccably styled. At the top of his fleet is the Rolls-Royce Ghost, a vehicle that represents the absolute pinnacle of luxury, valued at approximately $350,000. This car isn't just a mode of transport. It is a mobile sanctuary. Inside, the cabin is a masterclass in craftsmanship, featuring hand-stitched leather and book-matched wood veneers that create a sense of old-world opulence. For Colman, the Ghost is the perfect choice for high-profile arrivals, offering a whisper-quiet ride that allows him to prepare for the spotlight in total peace. The sheer presence of the vehicle, with its iconic grille and effortless proportions, mirrors the stature he has achieved in his career. Following the Rolls-Royce is the Bentley Bentayga, an ultra-luxury SUV that combines the brand's signature refinement with immense versatility, costing around $200,000. This is Colman's go-to vehicle for daily life in Los Angeles. It offers an elevated driving position and a level of comfort that makes even the most grueling city traffic feel like a breeze. The interior is a rich tapestry of quilted leather and polished metal, providing a tactile experience that is second to none. The Bentayga is powerful, yet composed, much like the Rolls Colman is known for, offering a seamless blend of brute force and delicate grace. Rounding out his collection is the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, a rugged yet refined icon valued at $180,000. This vehicle speaks to the more adventurous side of his lifestyle. With its unmistakable boxy silhouette and military heritage, the G-Wagon is a statement of strength and durability. Despite its tough exterior, the interior is packed with every modern luxury imaginable, from heated massaging seats to a state-of-the-art sound system. It is the perfect vehicle for his trips out to the desert or for simply navigating the canyons with a sense of untouchable confidence. Each of these cars serves a specific purpose in his life, ensuring that whether he is heading to a premiere or a private getaway, he does so in unparalleled style. While these cars and mansions are the visible markers of his hard-earned success, the true heartbeat of Colman's world lies in the quiet moments and the profound relationships he keeps away from the cameras. Personal life. While the accolades and the box office receipts tell the story of a man who has conquered the industry, the true heart of Colman Domingo is found far from the blinding lights of the red carpet. His personal life is anchored by a sense of serendipity and a profound commitment to those he loves, most notably his husband, Raul Domingo. Their relationship is the cornerstone of his existence, a partnership that began in the most unlikely of places. In 2005, the two crossed paths outside a Walgreens in Berkeley, California. There were no words exchanged, only a fleeting magnetic look between two strangers. Most people would have let that moment pass, but Raul felt the pull of destiny and posted a missed connections ad on Craigslist. In a digital age miracle, Colman saw the post, they reconnected, and they have been inseparable ever since. This story of meant-to-be love culminated in a private, deeply personal wedding in 2014. Unlike the grand televised weddings of many Hollywood elites, Colman and Raul chose a ceremony that emphasized their shared values of art, spirituality, and intimacy. Raul, who works as a producer and creative collaborator, is often described by Colman as his anchor. Whether they are navigating the pressure of an awards season or simply enjoying the quiet of their Palm Springs retreat, their bond is characterized by a mutual respect that is visible in every public appearance. They have become one of Hollywood's most stylish and respected couples, often using their platform to advocate for the beauty of long-term queer love. Beyond his marriage, Colman's personal life is defined by his role as a mentor and community leader. He does not view his success as a solitary achievement, but as a door he must keep open for others. As a faculty member at the University of Southern California's School of Dramatic Arts, he spends his limited free time guiding the next generation of storytellers. He is particularly focused on supporting artists from marginalized backgrounds, ensuring that they have the tools and the confidence to navigate an industry that hasn't always been welcoming. This commitment to the community is reflected in his involvement with numerous organizations dedicated to racial equity and LGBTQ+ rights, for which he has received several humanitarian honors by 2026. Colman's public persona is a direct reflection of his private integrity. He is a man who values the work over the fame, a trait that sometimes puts him at odds with the typical Hollywood machine. He has faced occasional criticism for being too selective or for publicly challenging the industry's limited view of black and brown leading men. Rather than apologizing for his standards, Colman has leaned into the controversy using his social media and interviews to engage in thoughtful, high-level dialogues about artistic agency. He famously refers to his philosophy as being a silly Billy, a term that encourages joy, playfulness, and refusing to take the superficial parts of fame too seriously. This blend of high-fashion elegance and everyman authenticity makes him uniquely relatable. Whether he is sharing a candid moment with his two beloved cats or discussing the philosophy of feng shui in his home design, he remains a man deeply connected to his roots. His lifestyle isn't just about the $20 million net worth or the luxury cars. It is about the richness of his relationships and the legacy of kindness he is building. By 2026, Colman Domingo has mastered the rarest art form in Hollywood, the art of living well, loving deeply, and remaining entirely himself. Colman Domingo's life in 2026 is a masterpiece of his own making. From the quiet corners of his architectural sanctuaries to the high-performance engines of his car collection, every element of his lifestyle is infused with the same intentionality and soul that he brings to his acting. He has proven that you can reach the absolute summit of Hollywood while remaining true to your roots and your heart. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of a true legend, don't forget to like and subscribe to The Celeb Insider for more exclusive look-ins at your favorite stars. We'll see you in the next one.